Nigel, Jamie, I think 21st of this month, you two are going to be extremely busy.
Certainly are, mate. I'm off to Belfast with the Irish Kenyans, and Nigel will be over here taking charge of Tommy Cole's corner, so busy weekend for us, mate, yeah?
How does this feel for you now? Like you say, you know, 6 months ago you were a part-time trainer, now you two are ridiculously busy.
Yeah, it's his fault.
It's good, obviously. The more successful you become, the more popular you are, which daft as it sounds, and that's not just about us. If people who are quite well known, people like Carl Frampton, Tommy Coyle, people want to be part of that journey, really. So we've got the likes of Martin Murray, you know, Rocky Fielding. So the gym's buzzing, but they all seem to be bouncing off each other, which is a great story in itself, really. We're happy with it, and they all seem to be performing. They work, you know, they work very, very hard. So I'm sure social media's. I've had social media posts, people saying, "Are you sure you're training?" Because it looks like we're having a laugh, you know. It looks like we're on the beer and stuff like that. When we go to Tenerife, people are saying, "Have you hid all the beer?" But it isn't like that. It really is. It was like a stag do without beer. It was just a laugh, but obviously the hard work is done when it needs to be done.
Well, do you think this is benefiting the fighters? I mean, I've spoke to Tommy on numerous occasions, and he seems to be revitalised with the atmosphere in this place.
I just think it's been tough for Tommy. I've had him 5 years here now, and you know, we've had a couple of fighters here and there where we've trained him around him, like Ricky Boylan, for instance, who was here for a while. But in general, he's been on his own, so it has been tough for him, because I know from my experience as a fighter, and you know, any fighter will tell you, when you're in the gym with good fighters, you pick things up and you learn from just even watching. You don't have to be explained anything. You can just watch them and pick things up. So he's brought Tommy on, you know, leaps and bounds. He's been sparring with Carl, and you know, Carl was really complimentary about how good a fighter he was, and that's obviously boosted his confidence. But like you say, you know, the atmosphere is great. You can't really put your finger on why it's so good, I'll be honest with you.
Well, does this not remind you of the days when you two were training together? Because
yeah,
you know, you've got Martin Murray down here now, you know, he's one of your old boys.
We was part of Oliver's gym at a time when there was a lot of good fighters. Me, Nigel, Martin, Amir Khan, Steve Foster, Anthony Farnell, you know, Mark Thompson, Alex Matvienko. There was a load of fighters who was, you know, top level fighters. You didn't have to go out of your own gym for sparring. It was that good, and it was great. It really was great times. But I've got to be honest, I've been in this game 25 years now, and I've never known an atmosphere like what's in this gym. And for whatever reason, you can't quite put your finger on it, but all the lads seem to get on. Everyone clicks. You've got different types of characters, but it just seems like they've all come together at a certain point in time, and they just click. They all click with each other. They're all pushing each other on, and
no one's bigger than the gym. You know, there's no like egos. People thinking, you know, and we have a laugh really. Carl Frampton will have go and say I'm ex-world champion and having a laugh. Get me that. He has it in the flat with his roommates. But there's no one bigger than
he's
the
still
gym.
not too big to be bagged though. That's the thing. Stephen Wall proved that on social media the other day. And that's the thing, there's no egos, like I said, he's right, there's no egos, and everyone just cracks on with it. The thing is, the proof will be in the pudding, the proof will be in the performances, and you know, I'm 1,000,000% confident that this training camp has been so good that everyone's going to put in massive performances on the 21st. I think, you know, time will tell, and it's all right me sitting here saying it, but the evidence will be in the performances.
Well, I mean, the fight with Donnier, it's a battle of the two future Hall of Famers, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be a special night, that, isn't it?
Of course it is. Donnier's 35, so he's getting to the point where you'd think he's, you know, starting to get, you know, past his prime, definitely, but he's still a dangerous fighter and can punch. Timing's real good. He's changed his style a little, so he's slowed down a little over the last couple of years. But for me, it makes him a little more dangerous because he sets more traps because he can't work the same as he used to. So there's massive danger elements of the fight. But Carl's in in such a good place. You know, we've had a proper full 12-week camp this time. Last time it was 7 weeks rushed. He had a lot on his mind regarding the breakup with his former team. There was a lot of issues going on last time, and it was a hiding to nothing. Garcia was a big, strong featherweight who'd not been stopped, so, and you know, he had a tough fight with him. But in hindsight, I'm glad he got the rounds under his belt. He's put him in better stead for this fight, because if it was a 1 or 2 round blast out, it wouldn't have benefited him at all. So he's in great form, and like I said before, the proof will be in the performances, but I'm more than confident they're going to put him in.
Well, you got 5 lads that are training out of this gym fighting on that same night. Like I say, you're in Belfast with Frampton, you're over in Liverpool with Tommy. How do you feel that's going to go with Tommy and Masha? Because that's a fight that a lot of people are talking about. It's a real...
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest that that's the reason that it's nearly sold out, because of that fight. I know Tommy brings a lot of fans, as does Masha, and it's one that even the neutral will be the beneficiary of it, really. But we're completely confident in Tommy. You know, it's been pretty flawless, and I know everyone sits here all the time and says it's been the best camp they've ever had, and they've done the way they break, you know, done the way the best they ever have. But it isn't lies. You know, we feel that he's performing like I've never seen him. Been here for 5 years, and before that I watched him at a distance and enjoyed his style. We like Masha. People like Masha, but I've never seen Tommy perform as he's performing.
I think he's such a good fight because everyone knows what they're going to get. You know,
yeah, 5 weeks.
They know it's going to be a barnstormer, and Tommy's been in so many, so he has to be careful. You know, don't put too many miles on the clock. But you know, he's beating all his records, his strength records, his personal bests. You know, his fitness is unreal, and that's what will drag him through a tough fight like that, because he's so dedicated. So you know what you're going to get, but he's ticked every box, and he's going into the ring 100% physically ready to go.
Well, after this massive weekend...
Speaking of the devil, Tommy Coyle.
Tommy.
Oh, he's Tommy.
Look who it is. See, Tommy, no top cat.
See you later, Tommy. Take care, mate.
Look at that nose.
See you later, Billy.
But because everyone knows what it is, that's why people are genuinely excited about it, and we're excited about it. I'm devastated that Jamie can't be part of it, and I'm devastated I can't be part of Belfast, but I'm also very excited because we feel a special performance is coming.
But as well as that, we've got other massive title fights coming along. I mean, with this talk about Rocky in a big fight coming up, and also it's been a rearranged now for Martin Murray. Is it the 23rd of June?
23rd of June, yeah. So it's busy times. We've got Jack Catterall fighting 19th of May as well before.
Fantastic performance last time out, wasn't it?
It was good for, I mean, listen, it was against the journeyman, but
I don't matter though.
The way he went about the job, and no one, not even me, expected him to get him out of there like he did. So
in the first round against...
It's not the level of opposition, it's the way he's gone about the job. But obviously, bigger test to come in. So he's got undercard to Selby Warrington 19th of May. Is that
going to be defence of his WBC international title?
WBO, it's WBO. Yeah. And then, like you say, we've got Martin 23rd of June, and then fingers crossed Rockies will get this Ramirez fight, which we're hoping. We've heard it might be the 7th of July, so yeah, busy.
You say fingers crossed, but the guy, they reckon he's going to be the new superstar of the super middleweight division, don't they?
Rocky Fielding.
He's looking sharp, isn't he? Yeah. And that jab of his, powerful weapon.
Everyone will write Rocky off, because you're right what you're saying. In people are speaking highly of Ramirez.
Yeah.
You know the old saying, styles make fights, and I've been watching him because obviously the fight's been spoken about, and I think he's made for Rocky. I really do.
Right. Well, we'll leave it on that note. Congratulations. Good luck both of you for the 21st, because both Masha and Tommy are both VIP fighters. So yeah, I just hope it's
good luck to them both, and the best man will win. And we believe we know who that is.
All right, lads, take care.
Miles better looking than him.
Miles more Chinese.
Miles better.
See you later, lads. Thanks.